This is a show for people who want to step up their game and inspire the world. I'm your host, Rivang Sharma. Today, it's a great day. We are having our first guest again, Mr. Mohit Verma. He is a young personality from New Delhi, and he is a CEO and founder of Step Up Student, helping thousands of students over there. And he has a unique vision of setting up a high school with a unique and creative education system. So, Mohit, sir, Mohit Verma sir, hats off to you for this great vision. And with this, I would like to ask, what will be your ideal school?
Okay. So basically, thank you so much for welcoming me. Okay, and thank you to this platform, Monday versus Mindset, and
Yeah,
for allowing me here to come. And basically, yeah, this platform, this school is gonna be like something really different from the regular school. Okay, and this school is gonna be like where student is coming by their interest, by their enthusiasm, not like it's like necessary to mark the present and just to update the present sheet and all that stuff, attendance sheet.
yeah,
But the students will be coming by themselves. And it is a concept like I'm designing that is maybe the campus without walls. Okay. Could be online, completely online. Could be
yeah,
offline, doesn't matter. But it's gonna be something different where student is coming and getting relaxed about their career. Now I have no tension. I'm at step of student. They're gonna take care of me. I have all the resources. Now just use it and take the most out of it. That is what my dream looks like. School looks
okay.
like. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So, with the new education system, do you think your vision is trying to be fulfilled?
I don't know. To some extent, a lot of education policies have been reformed right now,
Yeah,
and they are shifting the arts, science, and commerce stream somewhere. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. That doesn't gonna have hamper much of or affect much of our education policies or education system in India because I don't believe so. I don't believe the policies of those who are sitting in just a room have never been, facing this. I am not facing the same thing that we are going through and the changes that are seriously required. Like
yeah,
first time, if I would be an education minister, first of all, I would remove the reservation policy. That's for
yeah.
SC, ST, OBC and all that stuff.
Hmm.
These people cannot even do it. Reason being, their own kids are using the same policy and are studying in
Yeah,
higher schools in India with
yeah,
having a lakhs of fees because they're never gonna do it. So you should not be solely dependent upon the government. I think you should be depending upon your efforts and your personal contribution towards the education system. That's what
yeah,
I believe. A school will not be made by my sole efforts. It would be made by all of the efforts altogether. So
yeah.
that is what I'm aiming at. Yeah.
Beautiful. So, how will your school be helpful to entrepreneurial kids who has entrepreneurship mindset?
Okay, that's a tough question.
Yeah,
Because first of all, India is not even not such blessed with entrepreneurs. I don't know, but it takes a lot of guts to start this journey. It takes a
yeah,
lot of pressure to start this journey. So yeah, if we would be finding any of the students that are aspiring entrepreneurs,
yeah.
entrepreneurs are somebody who finds a problem and provides a solution to it. And those are the entrepreneurs. So
Hmm.
basically, that school will yes provide up to some extension or resources to start your entrepreneurship journey. But entrepreneurship is never completed with the use of more and more resources.
Yeah.
It is completed when you are able to handle or develop that mindset first of all.
Hmm.
It never happens physically first. It happens
Yeah.
at the mental level first. So if you think you really want to go in that journey or go in that journey, then every other piece of thing around you will be seen as a resource to you. You know
Yeah.
how to use
Absolutely.
that thing. Even a small mic, even this Bluetooth device, even this blazer, even this the whiteboard I'm having, the frame you are having on your background. If you're an
Yeah.
entrepreneur now, you'll make the most out of it.
Yeah.
If you're not having that mindset, you will be like, this frame is not looking good. This
Hmm.
mic is, shit. I need to buy a new one with a 1 lakh rupees of cost. I
Yeah.
need new tools. You'll be like that. You'll be making excuses. That is what entrepreneurs mean. So yes, we would be providing some kind of extent, possibly that's our
Yeah.
dream, but totally it's upon your mind level. So Let's see what happens.
So how are you keeping on learning new things, and who are your ideals?
Can you come up again, like please?
Like, who are your ideals in your life? Like, who are you modeling their success, and like, who are your idols?
Okay.
Where you get
Yeah.
inspiration from?
Okay.
Yeah,
My first inspiration is basically Steve Jobs. Okay.
yeah,
Even I ordered his book last year. I guess you can see it. He's my inspiration. Okay.
Yeah.
He always stays with me. Okay.
Hmm.
On my YouTube, on my smartphone, in my bookshelf, he stays with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Second is Mr. Grant Cardone. He's like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
real estate influencers right now, and one of the top social media marketers and influencers and all that stuff.
Yeah,
He's the second, person who, inspires me about the money and the financial game.
yeah,
Okay. And there are a lot more in India as well. Talking about the speaking, Sandeep Maheshwari is there, Sonu Sharma is there.
Hmm.
Okay. And a lot of people are there. So a lot of people have inspired me throughout this journey. I'm really
Yeah.
thankful to them. Okay. Even my sister as well, my mother as well, they are one of the influencers in my life. So it's all about the mindset now. Every person can be a mentor to you if you really want to seeking that advice. So,
Hmm.
depends.
So you are helping many students in helping them in their career to select them. So I would like to ask, how should a student be able to select his career without any outside influence?
Oh, it's very tough. It's very tough. It rarely happens. 95% of our career decisions are influenced by our parents, our
Yeah.
society, our relatives, our neighbors, our friends, and whatnot. I have friends suggest after 12th class, finishes. I'm doing the BCom. Bro, just come with me. We'll both do the BCom. Okay, we both are doing the BCom now. Okay. Second person will say, I'm doing the architecture. Oh, you are doing the architecture. I'll do the
Yeah.
same, so that we remain friends. And it never happens. This is how not career decisions are made.
Yeah.
Okay. It starts with self-awareness. You should know what are your goals, what are your strengths,
Yeah.
what are your skills, what is that what drives you. Okay, for that thing. You should know about yourself first, rather
Yeah.
than your parents' decisions or whatever.
Absolutely. But there are students who cannot tackle that parents' decisions. So how
Oh.
so how can they choose their career? Like,
You need not to tackle it at some point. See, yeah, rare cases are always there, exceptions are always there.
yeah,
But I would say 70 to 80% of the parents are just, stopping their kids to do something is just because they are checking their confidence. You go to your dad and you say that I want to go for an MBA degree,
Yeah.
let's say, from this university, Harvard or any Oxford or any kind of university. And your parents ask you, man, kids don't go to London. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of
Yeah.
investment, loans, student loans.
Hmm.
Okay, the environment is not good there. It's the other country. India is our country.
Hmm.
Okay, we are here stay with your parents. You need not to go outside.
Yeah.
And the kid says, Dad, you are right. I think I should not go to London and I should stay only and do the MBA. Now the kid have already compromised his dream,
Yeah.
his studies and career. The parents are taking the same. The dad was taking the same. Whether you are confident about going to London or not, if you are confident, you
Yeah.
will do whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
If you don't want me not to go to
We
London,
have to
I'll
have
do
the
whatever
guts.
it takes to go to London. They are just taking confidence. You need not to tackle it. You need to win that confidence.
So powerful.
It's very simple.
Yeah. So you are a digital marketer as well, teaching digital marketing. So how should a student start his digital marketing career?
Okay.
Yeah.
One should start learning first of all. Learning from an internship, learning from courses, learning from YouTube, learning from different online platforms, any learning from a person, learning from an institute. So
Yeah.
you should learn. Okay. And learning is an ongoing process. So never be, bragging about your digital marketing knowledge, because if I have 100% knowledge today, tomorrow it will be 90%. 10% would have been gone. If I would be knowing how to run TikTok ads in India, and suddenly the TikTok has, went away,
Yeah.
but 10% knowledge have been reduced. So it's keeps on updating. First of all,
Yeah.
you should start learning if you want to really pursue a digital marketing career. Second, you should find an idea. You should find an idea. Idea means find a job, find an internship, paid internship, find a startup idea, find a business partnership or whatever. And third thing is to monetize. Simple as that. This quickly you can monetize your idea if you become the best digital marketer.
So
Very simple.
how should a student approach? How should a student get their first gigs for digital marketing?
Get there first.
Gigs, like first work.
Okay. It starts from personal branding.
Yeah.
You have to get the attention. You have to get the most of the attention. Okay.
Hmm.
You should be like, I'm a digital marketer, I'm a digital marketer, I'm a digital marketer.
Hmm.
Now people would start knowing you. Okay, you are a digital marketer, you are a digital
Yeah.
marketer, you are now they will start approaching you for the same thing.
Hmm.
Nowadays people are approaching you for nothing. They are bored and they give you a call. That
Hmm.
means you are nothing in the market. But if
Yeah.
they are approaching you for the digital marketing knowledge, for your speaking skills, for your digital skills, for your editing skills or whatever, that
Hmm.
means you are doing something and you are on the right path. That's you have to start. You have to get the work by getting attention.
Yeah. So you are speaking of personal branding. So how should a student start building his personal brand?
It's very simple. Social media. Your social media appearance tells all about you. Okay?
Yeah.
It's very simple. You want to develop a corporate career, and last night you were at the party, clicked the picture with your puppy, and now you're posting it on the social media. You're not gonna get a client, man.
Yeah.
Your client will see the last post as this one, a picture with your dog. I saw a LinkedIn profile, Mrigank, having a DP of a boy with his dog. I mean, who should I have, the dog or you? Can you see that? This is the kind of
Yeah.
funny thing happens on LinkedIn as well.
We have to understand
This is
each of the
also
platforms.
Social
So-
media appearance matters a lot.
Yeah. So how should we make a presence over social media?
Okay. But showcasing it's the one is the same thing. You have to showcase. You have to publish with the content.
Yeah.
Facebook has 0% content of its own. LinkedIn has 10% content of its own. It is us who post the content daily, who
Yeah.
share something. Okay. So you should start sharing something. Either you can create or you can curate. Creating means publishing your own original content,
Hmm.
and curation means publishing someone else's content in your own way. So
Yeah.
both are good for the LinkedIn as a social media. So yes, you have to publish the content, then content, then content. It's the quantity first, then the quality follow. It's very simple.
Okay. So you are on very much online. We are active on LinkedIn. So how should a student start with a LinkedIn profile? Because they think it's a resume and we have to get jobs from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So first of all, you should know that why you want to be on the LinkedIn. Why you want to develop an ID there.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Why can't you be on the Facebook? Why can't you be on the Instagram only? Why you want to go to the LinkedIn first of all? You want a job, you want a career, you want an internship, you want a client, you want to just go for the networking, you want to just approach your seniors. Just because your teacher told you you are creating a LinkedIn ID, this is completely lost kind of thing. First of all, you should be knowing that why you are signing up. Second thing is, yes, LinkedIn already starts with that the same thing, the concept of personal branding. You should make your profile up to that level that whosoever is visiting, it is like kind of attractive. It should attract. It should catch an eye of a person,
Yeah.
of a visitor, and a person should not leave your profile without sending your connection request. This should happen. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is what I would say. You should know the purpose of getting on it.
Okay. So as digital marketing is a very big space, so how should a person select whether he has to go to SEO or Facebook ads or content creation? Like there are many fields. So how should a student decide one of them? Because we can not just go all in. Yeah.
True.
Be the master of
one
one.
thing, it's very simple. It's the answer is you should know about everything, but specialize in few.
Yeah.
Know about the hosting, know about the domain, know about the SEO, know about the content writing, know about the app development, know about everything. It's okay from these levels. but specialize in those which are really necessary to your career and your career growth. Okay, and you should not stick to only one field. Let's say I'm a good content writer, but
Yeah.
tomorrow if I'm not a good content marketer, my content writing would not be appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to be good content marketer if you really want to be a good content writer. It's one and the same thing now. Okay,
Okay.
this is how it works. You should know everything, but specialize in few.
So, like, when I have got many questions on Instagram, like, is affiliate marketing a long-term career?
Yes, yes. It can be a long-term career for those who are really serious about their digital brand. Okay, and they really want to make most of the money out of it. Affiliate marketing is the number one highest earning source everywhere on the internet. Affiliate marketing, more than the advertisement, more than the sponsorship, more
Yeah.
than anything. Okay, because sponsorships even comes later at when you are at a good celebrity level. It doesn't come at the beginner level. But affiliate marketing starts from the beginner and goes to the advanced level. And more brands approaches you to affiliate. Okay. So yes, it can be a long-term career for those. Only for those. It's a warning if you are really serious about your digital brand. If you are thinking long-term. Otherwise, if you are here for for 1 year or a couple of months just to try out whether affiliate marketing is working for you or not, it's gonna work for you.
Okay. So, how should a person select a platform like LinkedIn or Facebook or like YouTube, and going for a blog or starting a podcast like this?
Very important question. Very
Yeah.
important question. A person should define their audience first. Okay. It's all about defining the audience. If I know my audience is students, more serious about career, and they are of the ages of between 15 to 30, and they are most likely to be in the metropolitan cities. Now I just have to design a product for them and launch it. Simple as that.
Okay.
And I know that this kind of serious audience, students, are only be found on LinkedIn. Then there is no purpose of making an account on Instagram. If I already know that the serious audience is there only. Okay. On Instagram, people are coming for entertainment. On LinkedIn, people are coming for education.
Yeah.
You should definitely know what is your product and second, define your audience. Simple as that.
Okay. So, speaking of, you're creating a product or a course in this quarantine time, lockdown time, there are many marketers who are just creating courses. They are superly creating many courses, and their quality of course is like shit. I've watched many to test what are they doing. So they're offering 1,000 rupee course of Instagram marketing, and there is literally nothing. So how should a marketer make a course, and how should they launch it properly?
Okay, courses is a big market.
Yeah.
Know one thing, you should not make fool of the students. It's not. A lot of people start their courses just to earn some money, quick buck, you can say. If you are starting with that aim, this is not going to work out. Second thing, if you think that you will launch a course and the audience will drive crazy, wow, what a course, man! I was waiting for you. This is not going to happen. I'm so sorry, because every second institute is doing the same.
Yeah.
Even I launched my digital marketing courses just a couple of months back. But I launched it from my experience, my learnings and stuff. Students were appreciating me already. And they were looking for a product from my side. And then only I launched it. So first of all, you have to get the feedback from the market. Okay, after launch the beta version or whatever you can say. And then, improvise the product, improve the product, and then launch the final publishing. Okay. It's not like you can just launch it and, just expect to earn millions. This is not going to happen. It takes a lot. It takes a team effort. Because some would be, doing the writing, some would be doing the publishing, some would be doing the marketing, some would be handling the customer feedback. So it's a team effort, it's not an individual effort that you're going to be handling. Otherwise, you can just take the home tuitions of digital marketing. Why not? You can make a quick buck there as well. In your neighbor. If you're thinking small, you can do that. But if you're thinking big, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of improvement on the product part. And yes, the marketing strategy should be again the very important part.
So many students like are approaching to their programs, their shit programs. So how should they know that this is not the right course for them? Because when I was seeing a Facebook ad of a, like, it was a digital marketing course, and the website was not having even a Facebook pixel. So how to know, how a student can know that it's a shit course?
Okay, the appropriate courses would every time be providing you free demo session. Okay,
Okay.
and if you're completely satisfied with the demo session of their courses,
Hmm.
second, you have learned all the modules they are providing. You have compared all the prices. You should not look at the price until you are done with your research.
Hmm.
Price comes at the last point as a customer point of view.
Hmm.
First of all, you should know that what are you looking for. If I'm looking for app development and it is not there, I should not pursue that course. I shouldn't even take the demo course
Hmm.
because that module is not there.
Yeah.
First of all, you should look at the module. Second is the demo session. And third thing, you should not think about the price either. You can just go for it. Because paying higher price for better quality is always worth it. Rather than paying lower price for the worst quality knowledge and just even
Yeah.
regretting about the same. So that is the worst part.
Okay. Yeah. So nowadays meme culture is growing. So what are your views on meme marketing?
Zoom marketing.
Meme marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, meme marketing is like now an evergreen market. Okay. A lot of brands are approaching the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
what is the highest used hashtag nowadays, and what's the highest keyword ranking on the top is
Hmm.
hashtag Vinod. Okay. And every other startup and application and the larger brands are using the same name. Every other YouTuber
Yeah.
is doing the same.
Even I saw Flipkart doing the same. Vinod. Vinod.
Exactly. You know how meme marketing is really
Yeah.
working since 2016 or 17 when Geo was launched.
Hmm.
Memes are always been a part of our life. Why we approach Instagram is to see the meme
Yeah.
and then the other thing.
Hmm.
Who cares about their friend's poster?
Hmm.
Everybody cares about the memes and
Yeah.
they just want to be happy and fulfilled, right?
Hmm.
And memes make our day. So memes are like evergreen thing. It's like evergreen. You should invest in that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Should a personal brand use memes?
Of course, you should use that. Of course, why not? You can create a meme on yourself even.
Yeah.
That's
I've
also the
created
part
so
of
many.
It's okay. It's okay. If people are
Yeah.
enjoying it, then you
Yeah.
should go for it.
Engagement rates are going super high on them. And when I post something like informatical, like nobody's read it.
True.
So in digital marketing, on your research, what is the high demand skill?
And digital marketing,
Yeah.
I would say it's the Google Analytics. If you can
Okay.
study such softwares like Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, if you are able to use this software
Mhm.
up to the larger level, you can make a heck a lot of money. And second is the Google ad campaign or ad campaigns in particular, those tools and software.
Okay.
If you can understand these two parts, you can make a heck a lot of money. Because one will tell you where to invest the money, and second will tell you what is the rate of investing that money.
Huh. Great. So while creating a personal brand, how should one person, like an artist, and he wants to create a personal brand, so he cannot post quantity of posts. So how should they create content? Like making music, it takes a lot of time. So how should they be consistent with like producing? Like Gary Vaynerchuk says, producing 64 pieces of content in a day. So how should they make content every day, like artists and other people?
At some point of life, Nidank,
Yeah.
you get tired. You get bored of even your content is, and you are really looking for a change or a shift. And that is what makes you a good marketer and achiever. Because every time everything won't work out. Okay. if you use the same Apple marketing strategy today, it won't work it out. Like 50% of chances that it won't work it out. Like it did for the Apple in the initial days of its journey. Because at that particular time, things were changed. And now things are completely changed. So you have to try and find that what is really working out for you. And talking about the content part, yes, if you are on the publishing side, you should not be thinking about the creation of content. If you are on the creation side, there should be a person who should be a good marketer who is, marketing your content out. So if you are a good creator, don't, put much focus on the marketing. If you are a good marketer, don't think much about the creating part. You should have the simultaneously different parties or individuals doing the same thing. What a lot of things you see on my Instagram, on my LinkedIn or anything, I don't post anything like that. I just handle my own account. My Step Up Students page account is handling by other person. Publishing is done by other person. Writing is done by other person. And marketing is being done by other person. One person cannot handle all alone. But yes, at some point you will be starting somewhere alone. It feels like you are about to give up. The content is not working. It's okay. It's very okay. Start from the scratch again. It's very okay. Rather than just deleting your page and deleting your content. Okay. And I always say whether you are launching a new product, new page or new website, you should have a 1 month or 2 months content already being prepared with you. Okay. And then you can only launch. You should only launch.
Absolutely.
That would work out more for you.
Okay. So it was a great talk with you, and it was a value packed episode for my audience, and so grateful to have you again because of my stupid mistake. So do check out Mohit Verma's Step Up Student and check out his LinkedIn profile. He's dropping so much content and he's doing so many webinars, and check out him. So thank you for your time, Mohit Verma, sir.
Thank you so much, Nigam. Thank you so much for having me today evening, and I wish all the best to this Monday Muscle Mindset brand. And I wish it was just the starting, and you welcome so many great influencers and speakers on this platform, and you achieve a great and massive success in your life. And keep doing the same. You are doing a great shit, man. You are on the right path. All the way. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Bye.